Alright, hello everybody. My name is Anday and welcome to another video. Today is going to be a reaction to a very special trailer. One in very particular that we have all been waiting for about, I'll probably talk about it later, but like, this is at least like 8 years, I would say, 8 years give or take, of waiting, anticipating for Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie. Now, let me before we begin. Two disclaimers. This is gonna be me reacting and giving a visual breakdown of what's happening in this movie. And disclaimer number two: I am sick, so I barely managed to have enough recovery for this video. Not only because I didn't want to wait any longer, but also because I am averagely feeling much better than I was. But yeah, if it was up to me, I would have reacted to this a lot sooner than I am now. I'm currently recording this on a Friday, but I've been keen on spoilers, at least a few of them. I've only seen like one frame-ish, and we'll talk about it when we get there. But otherwise, I have not seen anything else from this trailer. I have not watched any clips or nothing. And if anyone remembers all the way back in the leaked trailer, let's just say I watched a smidge. I mean, I didn't watch any of it, nothing at all. And even on the things that I didn't watch, you couldn't see anything in the back because of the stuff that it didn't have, which wouldn't been on that it doesn't have because it's not something that I watched. Haha. Anyways, I guess that's it for this is my pretty much my intro for the thing. So yeah, let's go into it as soon as it gets there. Right here and here. Oops. Right there.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria,
Oh, that theme.
where fantasy and fun come to life.
Oh, that plushie.
Hit it, guys.
Yo. Oh.
If you're watching this video,
Ooh, Mike.
it means you've been selected as Freddy's newest security guard.
They're really there. Okay.
Hello?
We're going to have so much fun together.
Oh, we are. Jeez. In the ball pit. Oh, that theme is so good. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Wow. Okay, so wow, there was a lot of stuff happening. All of them just happening. Like real quick, because I guess it makes sense because this is the teaser, but like wow, it's like it showed a lot but also a little bit at the same time. Yeah, like I understand it completely though. This is like in a teaser, but like for us who's been waiting for, like I said, give or take 7 to 8 years, it's like totally insane. So if you can go and think of a simpler time, a time very different than the one year we are in now. 2015. This would have been all the way back when the two games came out. One, FNAF 3, which, if you remember where you were, you'll remember that game was hype, especially when, all the teasers and all that, especially because, at least for me personally, that's when I got really into the games. But I mean, I really got into it really was like during FNAF 1. And then when all the teasers for FNAF 2 came out, I'm gonna be honest, I thought they're all fake. Because I never would have believed, okay, wow, the person who made this is making another one soon? Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was FNAF, it was between FNAF 3 and FNAF 4, the quote-unquote final chapter. It was all the way back then when all these different websites such came out with the picture of Freddy, and also the picture of that one fan-made FNAF render with all the toy animatronics and all the regular ones. You know, if you've seen any article on FNAF on those websites, you know what that looks like. And on some, I guess, unfortunately, some games, board games that have been made with FNAF's image, they're like there too, you know. So it's all stolen. Make sure to credit the person who made it. Anyways, it was all the way back then where I was like, wow, there's gonna be a FNAF movie. It's gonna come out. I hope it comes out soon. I wouldn't have guessed. But I also remember all the way back then, it was all like, okay, when is more news going to come out? When is the trailer going to come out? When are they going to start production? I remember this one guy, I don't know, I can't remember his name specifically, but he used to post like teaser images, sort of, on his Twitter. And it was all like parts of animatronics. It was all like very different looking from each other. There was this one that had like kind of like Springtrap teeth. There was this one that looked like Mango. There was this other guy who looked it was just a bunch of eyes, and they all coincidentally looked like the same eyes as the one from just the ones from FNAF, you know, the little round spheres with white eyeballs. Okay, so I guess that's all for this. Like, okay, yeah, everyone was all the way back then. Okay, when are we gonna get news? When are we gonna get more information about this? And then, unfortunately, nothing happened all the way until this early last year, I think, is when it started to get its official footing and its official, you know, production and just overall talking on what it's gonna be, you know, because if you were there, you would have seen, you know, the production on that one building that they used is really cool. Like, just seeing Freddy up there is so surreal now. After, you know, if you remember all the way back then on FNAF 1, there was this image of a building with just the name Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and everyone's all like, "Oh my god, it's a real place! I want to go there." Don't do that though. Don't go to real life locations thinking that's connected to your game. Anyways, it's just like, it's so crazy to see how much has changed since then, and how much production has gone into this to make it feel like it's real, you know, to make it feel like it's an actual real place. So I do remember, actually, apparently there were scripts for this that were made but given to other projects, like what was that one? There was one that came out first, and then there was another one called Willy's Wonderland. It was hold on. It should be in the, nope, there's nothing here for in the there's Willy's Wonderland, which it has Nicolas Cage. It has Nicolas Cage, but there was also what was that called? It was called something. It had actual real life characters made into animatronics for the thing, but I'm gonna look it up and see. You know, you're gonna have to look it up. Animatronic horror movie. Okay, wow. The first one that comes up is the Banana Splits. Yeah, this was in 2019, and it was like, honestly, from the get-go, I assumed, like, okay, that's something's a little fishy with this, because it's taking characters, putting them in robot costumes, and making the assumption that, okay, they're gonna come to life and they're all gonna be bad, which, you know, it has much to do with anything as FNAF does. So what's the deal with that? So the rumor is, I don't know if it's true or not, but a lot of people have, I guess, came to this assumption and just over speculation that they used scripts from this FNAF movie and put them into that one and Willy's Wonderland, which I know many people didn't like the Banana Splits movie, and Willy's Wonderland I hear is like a kind of good movie. It's like bad but in a good way, you know, which, you know, I feel like any movie is good if you think good is in the name, it's good to you, which, you know, I mean, never mind, because some people have guilty pleasures, but I'm just very positive about movies, and I'll be very positive about this one, regardless of how it turns out, which I think it'll turn out great, honestly, because, you know, if they had time to throw away these scripts, if they had time to rewrite the movie from pretty much the ground up, they would have time to understand, okay, we know what we're doing here now, and we know what we're going to do for this movie that have so many fans. So many fans ever since the first one came out all the way back in 2014. We're going to have this movie 9 years later. It took 9 years for them to make this. Well, not to make this, but like it's 9 years from this point all the way back from 2014 to 2023. So it's just so crazy, you know. Okay, so let me just do this something real quick. Let me whoop, I'm gone, and then put this right there, and then I'm back. Okay, we're gonna do a little frame by frame analysis here. So here we have this worker girl who I can't read her name. Huh, my mouse is on the thing. Oh, but you can see that. That's cool. So yeah, we can't read her name, but we can see around here of what this place is. So I'm gonna assume this isn't in the building that they had. Well, I mean, it'd be cool if it was, but like, I don't know, with certain sets and certain production for filming, they would have to put it in like another location. You know what I mean? Oh, is this your location? Yeah. So I like how they have this. They have like a commercial playing, which I hope. I know it's exactly what they did for the Mario movie, but I hope they have this showing on here. They have like they start the movie with just a cheesy little commercial for what the Freddy's Fazbear's place would have been if it was real. You know, it would have looked super fun, cheesy, all that, and then you know just place for kids and grown-ups alike. Which you know they have kids here. They're so lucky. They get to eat at this place and enjoy pizza. Which, not gonna lie, that pizza looks pretty good. Oh, and they got a Foxy plush. That's gotta be expensive now on eBay. And here, oh, check that out. They got that's not even football. That's like, okay, that's soccer, but okay, it is soccer, but like, that's like extreme foosball. Or is it like? Have you ever seen that one episode of Regular Show where they have this hockey game and it has like a dome on top of it, but it's all like cool? That's exactly what this one looks like. I've never seen it. I've never thought about it IRL. Right? No, nonetheless, for a soccer game. So even at arcades, which, yeah, I'm kind of used to all the fake arcades. They used to have like Chica's on top, like Chica's Pizza World or something. But now they straight up have different ones. I don't know what this is. It's probably something super easy like Space Invaders or Galaga, but I played the old Mario games, but I haven't played the stuff they recommend right after that. Oh, they have pinball over there too. That's awesome. And then there's a shooter right here. That's cool. That's really cool. Then they have a ball pit, which has some sort of significance. At least IRL. Don't go in there. Don't go in that ball pit. There is stuff down there you do not want to see. I mean, I've never been in a ball pit, but I've heard stories of ball pits, and some of them do not end well. And I got the little Showtime button right here, which, okay, that's the stage right there. They have steps going up to it, and this woman goes and presses Showtime. That's cool. But yeah, if you remember, hit it, guys, and she presses it, and it unveils a curtain and shows it all. Ooh, you already see Chica there. That's cool. Oof, look at this. This is exactly like... I know, like, you know, they look super different from quote-unquote real animatronics as to where, obviously, their framing, their built, the way they are. The IRL animatronics were just super baggy back then. And it's, you know, no doubt about it because, I'm not saying they were cheap back then, but, like, they were made to be easier to comprehend than they look, because I'm sure most of them had like very specific and very technologically advanced for their time. So as to where if they had like too much weight on them, like how these guys look, I would assume they would just fall apart. But if they were all like, that's the reason why, you know, Chuck E. Cheese has so many different looks, because, you know, I guess they would want to change them up. but also, you know, make it easier for the animatronics to work. Which the show stage here also looks pretty good. You have Chica. I don't know. Is she holding her cupcake there? She is. And they look awesome. They look straight from the game. Which, like, not many people would have said this about, like, you know, certain... there's always that very, like, struggling look on video game to movie adaptations. You know what I mean? Like, if something comes out and then it looks even remotely off, people are gonna, you know, it doesn't look exactly like it, so it's not 100% correct adaptation. But here, man, they knocked it out of the park. Like, okay, I know I'll get to the regular, better looks at them, but for now, it just looks really great to see them in this environment, because if you remember way back when, in the FNAF 1 trailer, they all looked... It's kind of something I wish they did more often. I know Scott Cawthon has a lot more on his mind for his games, but if I'm going to be honest, I always really wanted to see more of them moving. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't get much movement for the FNAF 2 trailer. We got a lot of it in FNAF 3. FNAF 4 was just the gameplay, pretty much. And then, Sister Location, I really like the trailer because they showed them moving and such. I wish we got a trailer too for that. But, yeah, if there's one thing I always really like to see is see them moving. See them mimicking that animatronic feel and that animatronic, movement, and that's exactly what they do. So here we have, essentially, you know, 30 or so years later, we don't know the time this takes place in. We see the closed Freddy sign. Closed and also fell over. Judging from the water, it looks like a storm. Judging from the water, it looks like a storm hit here. Then we have, if you're watching this video. And here we have this guy. What's his name? From, Pizza from Hunger Games. Oh, my mouse is back. My mouth is showing. Yeah, that guy. He was also in, Zartura. If you remember that video, that movie way back then, it was all about a board game. He fought a robot, and he was in that movie with what's his name? I can't remember his name, but I know he was in it, and he was like, I think either he or somebody else sacrificed himself. I don't remember how it ends, but it ends better than it sounds, pretty much. And man, it's so crazy. Look, you can see the checkerboard pattern here, all set up like this. And with the red tiling, man, that's exactly from the game. That's so cool for, like, giving you a setting. So here we have this man, Mike Schmitz. I'm gonna assume he's gonna go by here, or Michael, which is or is not the same as Michael Afton from the FNAF timeline. We'll get to that in a minute, but for now, let's keep going here. Oh, okay, so here we have a sort of better look at the location. We have a little rocket shoot thing there. We have a bunch of drawings. This neat art behind the table. We have more, there's Chica, there's Bonnie. There's a buffet table. That looks cool. Prizes. Here's a prize corner, I would assume. I would guess they had plushies up there, and hopefully not a music box. That would be crazy. What would be in that music box? I don't know. You have a thank you with a little... trash can sign, which, yeah, thank you if you're not littering and throwing them in the trash can. Like, please do that. Please don't leave trash thrown around, especially if you work at a movie theater. Anyways, means you've been selected to watch over this place. Oof, and we see, honestly, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't go back, if you work at a Chuck E. Cheese or something, you take the night shift, who wouldn't want to go backstage and have a look at them? I mean, like, that is not... I don't blame this guy at all. I don't blame Mike at all. Oof. Look at his teeth, bro. Those look like some real chompers there. And he looks kind of blue, which is a little... is he purple or blue? I think it's just the lighting. The lighting makes... Okay, but this is a flashlight, so he's kind of blue. Look at his eye. That's cool. They have a gray eyelid and red eyes. That's cool. So yeah, he looks real. Like, he looks genuinely real. And Freddy's newest security guard. Ugh, look at this, man. And like, just seeing them right there, standing still, like not even looking at you or focusing on you, that makes them really unnerving. For real. Like, look at his inner teeth. Look at that. That's straight up an endoskeleton from the first game. Because, like, they had a very specific way on how they were built. It's like a little snout kind of thing. It's like what's a good way of putting it? Like it's like an alligator. It's not a specific alligator, but it's like a little alligator thing where, you know, it's kind of just the way it's shaped, like a square alligator. Think about that. Like just look the same way for the top as the bottom, I assume. But yeah, they really got like look at him. He looks so fluffy. I wanna pet his snoot and poke his nose while he makes a little noise. The honk honk. But yeah, like who wouldn't want to come back here and see these guys? Which Freddy looks great. He looks super good. And here we have it's the cupcake. It's Mr. Cupcake. It's not Carl. It's not Carl. It's Mr. Cupcake. His name has always been Mr. Cupcake, and we've never listened. I like how he has eyes too. Look at that. Eye holes and the candle. Does it light up? I hope it lights up. I hope it I don't know if they'll do it just for like, but I hope they kind of do for the cheesiness. I hope this thing comes after us. It comes after him. Sorry, I keep going in the mind space of, oh, this is a video game. Now, I hope this thing very much like I think it was in like Sister Location with Bonnet and or Bonbon and like FNAF Help Wanted. It's when the cupcake hopped out and then was hopping all over the place. I hope that's what he does here too. It would just be so like, oh wow, this is crazy. All the animatronics are alive, including this cupcake. That would be so. It would be so funny, but also like, I don't know, kind of horrifying. Like, cause there's this big cupcake thing hopping after you, which I mean, it's probably bigger than it looks. Like, I feel like this candle is probably as big as your hand, and the rest of this thing is just like gigantic. It's like the size of a small pumpkin, I would assume. At least scaling to, you know, cheeky here. I would assume this thing is not as small as it looks. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Here we see, ooh, we have the Celebrate poster. That's so cool. That is so cool, seeing that here. Seeing it real. I wish I had one so bad. Yeah, so here we have this guy, Mike. Starting up the power, it seems. Turning it on. There we see the Freddy logo and Freddy himself lighting up, which, I mean, it kind of would, but it also doesn't make, like, I understand you want to turn on the power for the place, but also, you know, judging from how this guy looks, wouldn't this attract attention? Wouldn't somebody, hey, look, Freddy Fazbear's, isn't that place closed now, dude? Let's go check it out. You know, wouldn't that kind of bring people over? But I guess, you know, they want to make sure, ooh, so here we get the office. Okay, wow, we actually see outside. That's cool. We never get a look outside of the games. So there's a Celebrate poster. There's a fan. The fan. We have the classic. Ooh, we have some tinfoil right there. We have I think that's not. It's like a little switch button. Then we have some controls here. No doubt to. Okay, here we have a dial. That's cool. So I assume this is like this is what you use to move the cameras. You know what I mean? You move the camera and you use this to make it look in whatever direction you want. So that's really cool. That's really neat. Okay, so here we have what is that? Is that a hand or something? Is it a hand? I assume that isn't a hand. I think that's an arcade game. I think that's the air hockey, or no, that's the hockey game. Yeah, that's an arcade game. Look, 'cause you have the pinball machines back there. That's cool. So I assume this is like the gaming center. What is this? Is this the Pirate Cove? Is that a curtain right there? Is this in the curtain? Is this in the Pirate Cove? Because I know this is a show stage. You can see the little... You can kind of see the button there. But this is like show stage. This is the dining hall. You can see the tables lined up there. This is a hallway. I think the back door. And, okay, by the light bulb there, that's a closet. That's obviously a closet. Okay, so, yeah, we have a little lamp there. The fan. No cupcake. It's unfortunate. They always have a cupcake in the start of the game. Or at least in the start of the first game. Let's see. What else is there to see here? Ooh, okay, yeah, so here we get a better look. Yeah, it looks like just a corridor, hallway. This is the supply closet where we see Bonnie hopping in there, and man, these guys look big. Like, I know it doesn't look like it, but yeah, like, also the cupcake looks scary. Look at his eyes. They're smaller than they look in the game, so it just gives him these big eye holes, which make him look... Ooh, we see Freddy's hat. That's cool. I hope it goes up and down. That looks so funny, but also so like scary. Like, ooh, And maybe it spins too or something. Or he like takes his hat off and throws it at you. Hat toss. Or at least that's what he does with his mic. Mike. And here we have Mike saying hello. And we get this. Okay, so he's not in the office. This is the building. We see some chairs there. We see stuff running, and then we see just this guy just hanging out right there. Look at him. He's just standing there behind him. It looks so scary, but also kind of goofy. Look at him. He's got the eyes right in there. He's just standing there behind him going, like, hello, my name is Freddy Fazbear. How are you, Michael Schmidt? I loved you in Hunger Games. Yeah, like, this is scary, but also kind of goofy. But I'm very positive that that's like intentional, you know. This game, the games, they always have this hint of goofiness in them. Like, obviously, it's scary, but also like they never shy away from being too goofy, and sometimes it works, you know. Sometimes it works very well. And, you know, if you're here for any movie, sometimes it can be just like that and be very, very good. Like, the movie that came out this year, Megan, that was scary, but also, like, intentionally goofy, and I know what it was. I'm very confident they're gonna know exactly what this is, too. Given by what the... This is, like, it's scary, but also, like, goofy. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, a guy's just standing there. Here you have this girl again. What's her name? Sarah? Gareth? I can't think of her name. I can't think of a name that's small enough to be put on, like, there. We're gonna have so much fun together. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's so much. Yeah, I also hope this is gonna be part of the opening of the movie. They get this little fun thing. Fun little commercial at the start. Very much like Mario. And here we see this is Mike. He's restrained by mechanical stuff. And that looks super intentional. Look at that. He's like put in there. Bro's sweating. And he's put before a death machine. Okay, it looks like a Freddy face. With red eyes. That's cool. And yeah, no wonder they said okay, all the way back. Phone guy he warned. They put you inside of a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now that wouldn't be so bad, but except the suits are filled with cross beams, wires, and animatronic devices. Yeah, no kidding. Look at the guy. Look at this all right here. These suits are not meant to be put on. Look at this dangerous metal. It's spinning too. Look at that. Like, bro, don't put that on. What else is here? Ooh, that's cool. That is so cool. Look at him. This is Foxy. He's lit up by blue lighting. Look at him. Jeez, that looks exactly like a silhouette from the game. Here you have his snoot. His snooter. Or his, I guess bottom jaw? Because it doesn't look like that in the game. No, that's his side face. This is his shoulder pad, I think. Unless I'm looking at it wrong. No, that's probably it. Okay, here we have a girl. I don't know who she is. I would guess she is also lost in the set. She's also lost here. So not only does Mike have to worry about himself, but also this girl. Then she's here peeking in through... Bro, that is horrifying. Look at that framing, dude. Like, that is scary, man. Oh, his eyes just lit up like that? That's scary. Okay, okay, I know what this is. This is Vanessa. Vanessa, what's her name? And she's gonna be part of this movie. I don't know if she's gonna be the same Vanessa as FNAF FNAF Security Breach, but it would be interesting to see if she is that Vanessa. How does she fit in this new timeline, in this new story? And then we have this interesting framing, which I would assume has some relevancy. I don't think this is like, okay, Mike is somewhere out in the woods and he's encountered by all these kids. No, this is going to be like, I know Dreams have a very interesting role to play in the FNAF series, so I believe this isn't something that wouldn't be unexpected. Here we have, I guess it's probably clear. Oh. Okay, there's more than we thought. Okay, so I'm going to just freeze it here. So That's good. Here we have, I would assume, basing off their color slash what they're wearing. Here we have guy with bunny ears. This kid. This would be Bonnie. Guy here, kid here, with brown shirt. That's Freddy, obviously. Then orange. That would be clearly Foxy. Then this girl here is with the Let's Eat blonde. That's Chica. So who would this be? I would assume Golden Freddy, but I would also think the puppet, maybe? The puppet, or another soul that's wandering around, not tied to any animatronic, just there. Like just being in the part of the thing. And then we see, oh my, this is the purple guy. This is Purple Man. The purple guy. This is William Afton. The purple guy. The man, the guy, the one who started all this. All because he couldn't keep his jokes to himself. He went too silly. He went too silly. Okay, so, wow, look at him. Look at him. He like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, I obviously didn't go for the more creepy man behind the shadows twirling his mustache look to him. He just looks like a regular dad. Like, he looks like a regular guy. He looks like a dad that you have invited over for like a barbecue, and all he wants to talk about is sports and watch football on TV. Like, look, like he just looks like a regular family man. And honestly, that just makes him a lot more like, you know, a lot more like unsettling, because knowing that this man is responsible for what's happening here is just this so plain and average looking, like, and I have no doubt he's gonna be insane in the movie. He's gonna give us such a good performance. It's gonna be so unsettling, and like, yeah, he's gonna be so crazy to see. Like, look at him. Is that a purple tie? No, it's more bluish. Also, the way he puts his hands together, like, ugh. Like, what do you have in your hands, you crazy, murderous man? Now here we have Mike waking up in the forest. This is part of that dream, I assume. Something happens to him. Oh! Okay, here we have an interesting POV. I would assume one of the animatronics gets this guy, because he's closing in on his face. Ooh. Okay, here we have a balls on the floor, and then this guy, Foxy, steps on one of them, which, look at the wiring on it. Check him out. He's got a ball joint on his foot. That is exactly from the game. That's so cool. Then we have, what's her name? She goes and hides in the ball pit. Don't try and travel. Which, honestly, and this is neat. This is a neat POV. You get to see all the balls here, and then you're hiding in them with her. Pretty much avoiding, what's his name? And then she looks up, I guess, from a shadow. And then we see, is this, I don't know who this is. Is it Freddy? Is it Freddy? Is it Freddy? Is it Bonnie? Is it Foxy? Okay, that's Freddy, but who is this guy? Okay, it looks kind of like Foxy, I would assume, because we have his eye right here, but we don't have his eye over there. So either it's covered up by something, like at the perfect angle, or it's straight up Foxy, because that kind of looks like his outline too. So it might be Foxy though, because we're just seeing his snout from the front, so that's why it looks shorter than it would be. But I don't know, I forget. Is his eye patch on this eye or this eye? I'm not too sure. But the red eyes are very cool. It's definitely different from the glowing white eyes with black dots, or the white dots on black eyes. And then we see this crazy shot. Okay, well, we see a few of them, but this one is super cool. It's him looking mad as heck, looking right at us, and I think his eyebrow, does his eyebrow move? Did it move there? Oh no, they're moving. Okay, nah, but now look at him. He looks so scary, but also like, I kind of want to I want to pet his fluffy face. Look at him. He just looks so like fabric. Like I want to touch his little I want to touch his little cheek and feel it a bit. But that's the lure. That's the danger. That's one of the rules. You can't touch his face. You can't touch Freddy. That's part of the rules for FNAF. It's on the little it's probably on the wall somewhere. Okay, yeah, the stage is right behind him, so this is like straight up a POV of Mike looking up at him. And the eyes, they're unsettling, honestly. I don't find them goofy or anything. Like, sure, their red eyes could be goofy, but they're also like creepy here. So we have Bonnie. He looks also scary. And I guess we're gonna turn to Chica. Here we have Five Nights at Freddy's, the title, which that looks super cool. Super cool. October 7th, Five Nights at Freddy's movie. 27. This near Halloween. Wow. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Let me go back. I'm too small. There we go. Yeah. Wow. That was. Whew. A lot going on there, and it's more than just quick flashes of stuff going on. There's a lot of potential elements and just stuff like hinting at a larger story within this universe, this world. So I guess also there is room for discussion. What timeline is this gonna start? What is this gonna be? Because obviously people are out there are gonna be, it takes place within the games. It's part of this story, very specific, and it's part of the games also. Which, yeah, I can kind of see where they're coming from, sure. But I feel like in order to make it simple, in order to make people understand, in order to make audiences understand it, they're gonna start completely from the ground under. You know, they're not gonna put this in something where, okay, you have to go play these games to learn more about this world. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously you have to do that, but also like not specifically tied to this story. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be tied to the games. This can be its own thing. It can be its own timeline, its own workaround for what could happen in this story. So, like, kind of like how the books, they're sort of canon to the games, but they exist in their own separate universe. So, like, it's if Charlie from the Charlie who's the puppet, Henry's daughter, lived, that turns into the books. But if she died, that is the games. So it's just very like, it's very not convoluted, but like it's very specific on what happened within the books to here. And by the books I mean the novels. You know, the Silver Eyes, the Twisted Ones, the Fourth Color. So like, yeah, I feel like to make it all very simple, to make it all easier for people to understand, they're obviously not gonna go and make it part of this thing where it has huge connections to this huge bigger timeline. They're going to start it up from the ground under. They're going to make it their own timeline within this movie. Sorry. They're going to make it their own thing, and they're going to make it their own world. That way there's no more convoluted things. There's no more retcons. There's no more adding on to this giant list of a timeline, which, you know, someone out there probably has it done, and they just have it like set up in like a board or something, or on their phone on a pin drive. But yeah, like I'm super excited for this movie. We can all thank God that this isn't something like all the animatronics are CGI. There's barely any practical effects. There is nothing but just a scary ghost for popcorn flicks. Like, I don't want to say it's exactly them, but like, you know, there have been a lot of movies that have just that and have gone down under as not good movies. Like, they bring in entertainment and popcorn viewers for sure, but in terms of like story, in terms of writing, in terms of effectiveness, they just kind of fall flat. Which, you know, I'm not usually this critical about movies, but I will agree about this as to where, you know, some scary movies are just there for the scare. Like, they don't have this bigger message slash like the message slash story to be good put within. That's why a lot of movies are great, because not only do they have great monsters slash slashers and a driving force behind them, but also because, you know, in a way there are little bits of elements of a larger thing connected to it. So like obviously The Thing, Halloween, what's another movie? Evil Dead, I guess. But I'm not saying this one will have a larger theme going on for it, but it will certainly have a larger world and a larger story to bank off of, simply because it's tied up to something that's so like full of lore. And I have no doubt they'll have their own lore for this, which I also kind of hope they, as we get closer to the movie, they have their own little, not ARG, but like a little marketing as to where, you know, they could put up like little things like menus or something. They could put up little like games for people to play, you know, but obviously not putting up locations for you to go there as to where, oh, there's FNAF is real, you should go to this place for a real restaurant. No, that's definitely not going to be part of it. It's just going to be all about good fun and getting you getting us to be prepared to watch this movie when it comes out in October. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about this. This has been my reaction / breakdown to this movie. Hope you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all next time. Sorry if I'm sick, and I'll get better. Anyways, bye.